Ah, yes, it appears we are successfully live. Very nice. Okie dokie, today I am unfortunately, or I have not been able to upload the video I was working on in time, which is definitely unfortunate. However, it does not really matter as I will simply do it for the day afterwards. All right, what are we looking at today? First of all, no, I don't need the recording right now. First of all, we are not at our regular account. We are on a free-to-play account from East Asia, and it's called the Raiden Shotgun. The Raiden Shotgun, all right. And apparently, the Raiden Shotgun loves her facial. Interesting. We are adventure rank 55, so we can expect some decent amount of artifacts. I have been told we can more or less let go with whatever we like. Like, for example, change artifacts, upgrade artifacts, and change team composition, and so on. However, we shall not be using some catalyst users, except for sucrose. I haven't really looked into it yet, so we shall look at what characters are available. And we have a show, a Shang-Li, a Eula, which I very much like to see. And a Keqing, not built. I'm not talking about that one. Alright, but the Raiden Shotgun does not have the Raiden Shogunets, it seems. Okay.
Osmanthus wine.
What do we have then? Alright. And what characters does he have built? Bennett, okay. Shanling, good. Rosaria, up to Ascension 5, so definitely workable. Not official, as the name would imply. Shincho, is he built? He does have his Favonius sword, so at least something. Okay. Defense? Right. And technically also a Diona. And that's probably about it. Okay, not a lot. Wait, well, it's not bad, actually. 18 KHP on level 69. That's pretty good. But let's see how he actually is faring in the Abyss, because that is what he has been struggling with. I can see quite some farming routes right there. Like, everywhere. Whoa. Alright, has not done his dailies today. Same as I. 27 stars in the Abyss. Seems like an odd number. Let's see. Oh, fuck. Let's see how he has been faring. I'm really curious. Abandon challenge. Okay, he got floor 9 and 10 done. 11 struggling with the first and the third. Okay. The first one I can understand. The second one, he has Rosaria. Oh wait, no, I'm... No wait, this is a different one than I had in mind. Sorry. But this one is actually really doable, especially if you have Shou or Xiao and Sucrose. Unfortunately, since you did not build your Ningguang, we cannot use the Ningguang strat, which is just putting something in front. But you could, however, do the same with your Traveler, or potentially with Zhongli. That might give you some way. Yeah, the easiest way to get to do floor 11 or 11-3 a bit easier is just using some of your geo characters in your case, I would definitely go with Zhongli, potentially with the Traveler. I personally like to use Ningguang just to block off the pillar from one side, so that might help. And in general, you probably want to do something like, I don't know, what else do you use in that team? Like a lot of Pyro, I guess. What else could you use here? What do you usually build your Shao around? I would assume you build Bennett. I'm pretty sure about that. Do you like go with Shanling on the side, or I mean, overcharge is not something you really want to do in this comp, I think. Like something like this is not usually what you want, if I remember correctly. I mean, you could potentially do it, maybe. I mean, you get another additional 75% attack damage on or an emo bonus, so maybe. Are you actually in the chat so you can potentially answer me the questions? I just hope you are in the chat. Else this could get difficult maybe. But I think this should be something you can play around with. Like maybe something uh, like so. Potentially. On the 11-3. Like I can see why you'd struggle with this one. Oh Jesus, you need... Is Bennett enough healing for that one? This could be tough. Like with Chao, you already kill yourself almost. And I don't know if Bennett really is strong enough when it comes to healing. So you might want to get an additional healer in here. Maybe like so. Potentially. Potentially this could work. Maybe you could also switch out something like this. And I don't know what else could you put in here. Just to block off the pillars. Or block off the thing you have to protect for the first floor. 11-1. I'd probably do something like this and then work around that. What's kind of unlucky is that your main cryo DPS is Eula, because you can't really use your freeze combo. The Iona artifact isn't leveled up. Well, that doesn't matter. I'm just thinking what could potentially work for this one here. Like, that one should be easy if you just use the Traveler or Zhongli in the second half. But with the 11-3, could be difficult like so. Like if you only have this as your base team, I mean, you'll definitely deal enough damage with that one. But I do fear that Bennett is not quite enough. Like with the overtime damage you get from the Rift Hounds. Would probably do something like this. Just Diona for the shields and her additional healing. Because this should deal more than enough damage, especially with the additional 75% Neo damage. Will Sucrose work? Yes, you could group them up as well. I mean, you could potentially even do something like this. That would work too. You got 856 Elemental Mastery. Holy Jesus. Yeah, okay, in that case, do it like so. Like, just start with your Benny ult, and, or just set someone on fire, and then, we'll get to it right in a second. What I would do is something like this. Like, to set someone on fire, bunch them up together, and potentially get a shield on Shao, start plunging and healing with Benny ult and just killing the Rift Hounds. because you shouldn't really have that much of an issue with the Fatuis, I think. Especially if you have a Diona shield, that should be not really an issue. On the second half, because you only have 2 animal characters, it could be a bit of a pain, so you can't really group them up. I'm not really happy with the second half, I do have to admit. The thing is, you could go one of 2 ways. Either don't use a strong healer and just go for physical, but this is not really a good idea because you then will be limited to your regular attacks, and even on Eula it is not that strong. And especially since you don't have the Song of Broken Pines, her damage is a bit lower than usual, or that I'm used to. So could be rough, especially these guys start to have like a lot of HP. So going pure physical is not really a good idea. I always run Eula with Rosaria. Okay, we can work around that actually. So potentially like so. It would be optimal if you had Kokomi, so you could actually almost perma-freeze them and increase your physical damage as well on Eula even further. But potentially the cheaper option could work with Barbara, potentially. Or you could use Noel, not Noel, Sucrose on the second half to like apply Hydro more often with her burst. That could work as well. Like something like so. I wouldn't know what you'd put on here. Maybe something like this. You don't have a real healer on that team then. Suboptimal. I'd probably get another healer, like Barbara, if you'd level her up. That's probably something I'd do. Because you will take... there's no way to actually dodge all of the 6 Rift Hounds. So you have to expect... you must calculate some healing in. And Shincho, while he does heal quite a bit, he does not heal it enough for your Eula, in my opinion. And shields don't really work for 11-3. And for these guys, it shouldn't really be an issue. So... no, Bandit was good. I think I would do something like this. You get your healing bonus for these 2 guys, so you actually heal quite a bit more. And you get your cryo bonus from these 2 guys. Like the elemental resonance, so you get a bit more crit rate. With Rosaria, through Rosaria, because of her burst, it's applying cryo more often, so even Eula gets to benefit from it. And sometimes where you actually crash their being frozen, you actually increase your physical damage as well, so that might be a decent combination. And with Barbara Burst, if you level her up, you get enough healing done as well. So this might be something you could try. I don't know if you would want to try something else. I think your Zhongli is built for damage, if I remember correctly. Maybe you could use Zhongli. So it has... Oh, no. Never mind. He's not built for damage. Your crit damage is crazy high, though. 70... Well, it's sort of built for damage. Level 9 as well. Okay. You could potentially also go for Zhongli as your main damage. And then you'd also wouldn't have to care about them dealing elemental damage. You just burst them into oblivion and then you're done, right? Maybe like put on a Geo team or something. I don't know if that's already a bit much, but something in this direction potentially could work. I'd do one of these things. And to your question from before, why Zhongli on the second half? Um, for this floor here, where you have to defend your uh thing, I like to have some geo characters to just block all the ranged attacks from these guys, because I feel like that's what usually killing the thing. So that's why I take at least one geo character for this half. And this floor here is just a pain. You just have to kill these quickly enough without dying, so then you can actually burst these two down. These two are really easy to get with Eula, so that's why I also like to have Eula on that team. Maybe for this here, I'm not sure if you can beat this if you struggle with the other one. Because here you do need a lot of cryo. Luckily you have Rosaria, and that could potentially work. Also you have, for this one, you have some anemo characters. So you get, you can infuse them with either of these three, and thereby kill the other one. So that shouldn't really be an issue. But this... if you survive, that is. Over here, potentially Eula, just because you deal so much damage. Over here you could technically also use Eula because of these two guys, you can just burst them down. Like you wouldn't have to care about one of them surviving, just kill them at the same time with your burst. You would kind of struggle with this one. Let's actually build some for that one. No, what did I say? Eula on the second team, right. You definitely need Zhongli over here, so you don't always die, just within the first 5 seconds of this fight. This is like the real issue. You wouldn't have as much cryo as I'd like this way. You also wouldn't have a healer. Do you take overtime damage from any of these? No, you do not. So this might actually just work. Like this team here. Might just work. Over here you need... here you need Mr. Waterboy. And therefore... that just works too well to not use it. What else could you use? Well, you need this one for sure. What else? Maybe some more Hydra for other half, potentially? The thing is, against these guys, there are two of them, and it's such a pain to get their shields down, and Shincho can only apply so often. Hey, Lucky! And Shincho can only apply it so often, so maybe you want to use twice the Hydro? Potentially? Sure. What else could you do? Thinking real hard right now. What else? What other advice you could potentially use? Because you want some anemo over here. All right, let's build it differently then. Shincho doesn't have problem dealing with his burst. Yes, but in my opinion, you do need more than 25 seconds to deal with these guys. And you, as you don't have the sacrificial sword, I'd assume you need at least to press E twice, which could work. Well, if you go in ready with your burst, it could work. Just within 1 minute, get him down. Could work. Could really work. But if you don't have that, like if you don't have it ready for his shield to burst it down, I could see you struggle. That's why. If that, it's my opinion. If you don't have any problem with that, then fine. You can, well, just to use the team we said before, and whatever was additional to that, right? But what I was thinking about is you could make something around this combo and get Rosaria in there as well for additional damage. This way you can also deal really good with these guys. As you put out their fire, their resistance is down. That works really well. And as an additional healer, probably Chi-Chi. I'd assume you have her built to some extent. And then use these guys over here. Maybe? Quite sure. Does this make sense? Burst over here, switch out over here, burst, E. Somewhere in between you press this shield, and then you just jump around like an idiot. Yeah, that seems to be working. Also with Xiao and his burst, you can get these guys, once they have their shield active, down quite easily because of their reactions that they proc. Like either you get flames and thereby are relatively effective against Electro and against Hydro, or the other way around, you get Hydro, you are somewhat effective against Electro and very effective against Fire, and using this one you are more or less decent against these two. Like one of these two. Yeah, like just getting an emo in here is good. That's why I also put these two guys in here as well. Like using their things against them, their weapon against them. And you should be able to get these two down fast enough with your show. And you don't really have to care about taking too much damage with your Zhongli. You also deal enough damage to your Zhongli, so this actually gets faster. I wonder whether you are able, though, to get these guys down in the... But you need at least 30 seconds for this one. Like in 2.5 minutes, get this one. And will I struggle with 12-3? Oh yes, you will struggle with this in 12-3. Because you need Cryo on this team. You definitely need Cryo on this team. Like, I would run it in 2 ways. Like, do it twice. Getting these 2 floors done in the first run. Try to get 2 or 3 stars in both. And once you've done that, restart again. And don't care about the stars you get in this one. And try to get as many stars in the third chamber. That's how I usually do it. Because I don't have the damage and enough reactions to actually get this done. With the shield. Yeah. No. Like, you should be fine. You should be fine. You should be fine with all the reactions you trigger here from Animo. That should be fine. Like, the one you will probably struggle with is the Hydro one, because you don't have Cryo. But with the other 2 reactions you pick up, like, once you charge down with the burst from Xiao, you pick up one of the elements that is present. In that case, it's either Electro, Hydro, or Pyro. And this will deal some damage to the other shields. And you do this very often. Same goes for Sucrose. So this should not really be an issue. Especially you can also deal quite easily with the Fire Shield then if you are lucky and pick up the Hydro well, effect. Like these three, this is like one of the things you want to use for Noblesse as well. Like if you farm Noblesse the dungeon, you want to have an anemo character simply to pick up one of the elements present and thereby slay the other two Abyss Mages. This goes for the same. Will Sucrose be better with Sacrificial Fragments or TDDS? I don't know what you have on her, if I'm being honest. Elemental skill has a chance to end this cooldown. No, for Sucrose, I think this is the right choice. Because her thing is just scaling with Elemental. Especially if you look at her E. Where was it? Oh, is it here? Okay. You tend to reduce the enemy's resistance for the Jesus, I can't speak today. Like you pick up the element, and that element you have picked up gets reduced resistance. Or here you can see if the wind spirit comes into contact with one of the elements, and it will deal additional elemental damage of that type. So in that case, if you have Pyro, for example, and her burst picks it up, you deal more Pyro damage. That's just how Sucrose work. And if you combine this with the Elemental Mastery, this works even better. Like, you have probably some really insane swirl damage. Yeah, 480%. So, this should not really be an issue, in my opinion. In my opinion. Also, she's only level 68. You can probably raise it a bit higher and then get even more elemental damage. The thing is, I don't touch your Abyss. I'm not trying it because of the ping is so high. I'm already struggling with 30 milliseconds, and then if there's gonna be 300, it won't be better. That I can say. Maybe I can look at your weapon over here. Crit damage seems fine. How is the balance? 60 to 200, 60. Okay. After defeating an enemy, that's not great for the Abyss. What else do you have? But it is definitely the best choice you could make from all the weapons you have. So, ain't gonna touch anything here. That one's good enough. Can't really have any, I wouldn't change anything. Like also with the 4-piece, you increase your swirl damage. On the other hand, you could potentially use it. But when it's down to shields, nah, never mind. It doesn't help you with dealing against the shields, which is what you will be struggling with from my experience. So, wouldn't really change anything over here. What other plumes do you have? Just sword for crit rate. Because for me personally, I feel like you could use a bit of a higher crit rate. On the other hand. I would just write like so, like the way, the way I recommended before. Like for floor 11, like the teams I set up. Like over here with Yula, Zhongli. I think it was something like so. Or was there another Rosaria? I think there was another Rosaria. Like for this one, just for this one. And on this one, I would probably drop Zhongli. That one's fine. And maybe get Barbara in. So you can freeze all these guys like all the time, like Rift Hounds. And over here you should be fine being able to deal with them. Something like this. A bit optimistic. Something like so. Probably good idea. On this one over here, like I said, you have a couple of options. Depends on what you will be struggling with. For this thing here, you just want Zhongli on your team. What was the other one? And you want Cryo, obviously. Because what I can tell from my experience is that the Abyss Herald, the Hydro Abyss Herald, stays alive the longest. Now we want Cryo. Maybe something like this? Or potentially like so, just because of the amount of cryo applications you do make with Kaya. First off, doesn't really matter. I don't think you will be struggling too much with it, especially not with this one. Whatever's left here. This combo is just always good. And if you say you could... I wouldn't switch out Suk or Rosaria over here, because you need as much cryo as you can for this one. And for potentially this one. How many cryo characters do you actually have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 technically. Why shouldn't it? Like, the thing you want to use her for is her E. It heals you and it applies cryo, which is what you want for this guy. Like, as much cryo as you can. I mean, if you actually get it somehow past this one, you could technically make something like this. Like, if you had something like this, you would be able to, for one, burst all the time with Kaya, and always also her burst, and her AE is like all the time active. So you just have to stand beside it once you get it down, like get them to the shield phase. Like, this is the easiest way. Always run her with Eula too, since Eula doesn't have shield. Okay, so you have triple cryo? Something like so? I mean, cryo is broken as fuck, yes, but why not? Also, because you break them shields so often, it's not actually a bad idea. Maybe something? Ah, you don't have a heal. Yeah, you do have a heal. Maybe something like so could work. You would struggle with this one because no cryo. I mean, you'd have to try, right? But in general, just using a lot of cryo is usually a way to succeed. Like, cryo works well against Hydro, works well against Electro, actually the best against Electro, and doesn't work too bad against Pyro. So either you want to use Anemo here to proc, to activate the effect with swirling, or you use Cryo. It's one of these two that you usually take. How I usually do is I use Kazuha to group them up and plant down the Kokomi jellyfish, and then just use Ayaka to get them to their second phase, and then use even more Kazuha to take the elements from their shield and try to get as many reactions as possible. That's how I play it. But it doesn't really have to be this way, especially since you don't have the 3 characters which are required for that, so... You could substitute Kokomi for Shincho. I can't really substitute them too well with Barbara and Shincho because you don't have the AoE application as you do with Kokomi. Kazuha you can easily replace with Sucrose, that works without any issues. And replacing Ayaka. What would be a good replacement for Ayaka? The thing is, you can't really replace Eula for Ayaka. Or the other way around. You can't replace a Eula, or you can't replace Ayaka with a Eula, because you break up the frozenness all the time. So maybe raising Kaya might be a good alternative. I don't know how good his scaling is on the higher levels. Oh, you can. Okay, you can't even level him up once. Okay, let's look at the scaling somewhere else then. Wiki. Kaya. Alright, let me show you my screen then. Like, I don't even know how good his scaling is at the moment. I like the... Jesus, where did you go? Attribute scaling. Not too bad, actually. Charge attack is also not bad. His E is basic, we know that one. Everybody knows that. Scaling is also quite decent, 344%. His burst is not... Wait, what? 140? And you apply it like... How often? Once every second? So 8 times? Or even more? Might be worth considering. And you also heal yourself, so maybe? Could be an idea. Could really be an idea to level up your Kaya. Simply because you don't have any replacement for Sucrose. You don't have any weapon for him now? Oh, I bet you do. I bet you don't. Oh jeez. What you usually want to run on him, or what I think is a good idea, is just using your cool steel. That's something you should get if you...
The damned will sooner die again.
I don't know, open some chests, maybe? If you pull, you don't really... That's not something I see. Like usually if you pull like a 10 pull, you most of the time get at least one of them. So I'd probably get something like this, if you can. I mean, it's not gonna be in time for the current Abyss rotation, that I can see. But on the other hand... What does it deal enough damage? Maybe like so could also works. I guess the flute is okay. Flute is okay, yeah. But what you usually take the cool seal for is the additional cryo damage. Yeah, I would probably try something like this, and in this phase, I don't know, get something like maybe like so, or maybe like so. Like switch Diana out for Bennett potentially, just to increase your damage even a bit more. But it would be probably the best if you'd raise Kaya at some point, just to get a decent substitute or like a cryo DPS that like doesn't always crash or it stops them being frozen. Like this is the one problem I usually have with Eula. Like you can get a very nice team around her, but if you can only freeze your enemy every 4 seconds, you cannot use her as you can use lots of other characters such as Ganyu and Ayaka and like I said Kaya and stuff. I'd probably try this. If that works, that's great, and look from that what you are still needing. Like if you need a bit more damage over here, you can try this. But I don't think you should be having struggle with damage, given your Sucrose being so stupidly strong. And this over here, you should be able to burst through their HP. Like get a Zhongli shield and press E over here and just start plunging. This way you should also be able to heal yourself, get some additional reactions, and potentially be done with it. Maybe. Maybe. You'd have to try. Because with this team over here, you should also be able to get these guys down really fast. With the Pyro, you can destroy the shields on those guys. And with Shincho, you should be able to, well, sploosh them, like get their buffs away, and also kill this shield. With this one, you should also not have too many issues. I'd go with something like this. That should work, I think. Maybe you want to screenshot this one, because I think this is the best way I can give you any advice. Or you can just watch it on YouTube afterwards. We are... how long have we been streaming? For 42 minutes. So maybe say 42 minutes as a timestamp. On your Eula, you have the sword we talked about last time. So that's good. Yep, that's really good. On the artifact side, you have a 2-piece physical and another 2-piece physical. Okay. I see many people also use this set, like the first piece, the Noblesse 2-set bonus, just for that little bit of extra damage on the burst. Nah, you don't care about that one. When elements hits an opponent, attack is increased by 9% for 7 seconds, up to 2 times. You don't care. Isn't this, like, really high? Isn't it higher than usual? Yeah, isn't it, like, usually 46%? Or is it because of that? I'm really curious right now. But this seems right. How is your crit rate looking on your Eula? Because that's one of the things I struggle with. 53. If you pair her up with another cryo character, you can pump that up to 70-ish%. That's good enough most of the time. And your physical damage overall is... That's great. Maybe get a little bit more damage, because this is quite low with 1.7k. Maybe exchange... Do you have another piece that has a bit more attack? No. She always crit with Rosaria. Right, because of the resonance and... Yeah, like 70%. You get 70%. Or does Rosaria give your other characters a higher crit rate? While active, Iceland's... Nah. No. Nope. When Rosalia deals crit, her attack speed is increased. Yeah, okay. Duration increased. No. Like, I get what you mean. You probably mean that resonance bonus I was talking about before. Like that one over here. Increase cryo by 15%. Or increase crit rate against opponents that are frozen or affected by cryo by 15%. I can see that. Then you're up to 70%, which is good. Which is good. I totally agree on that. But maybe what you could do to increase your damage a tiny little bit on Eula is just get some crit damage down to get an additional bit of attack. Like getting it around 2k of attack, maybe 2.3 is ideal. I mean, you can also... Doesn't he like give you additional attack damage as well? Yes. If health is character within the AoE higher than 70%, they get attack bonus that is based on Bennett's base attack. Oh, it's based on base attack. And your base attack is 744, so you get 600. Okay, maybe that could work too. Resonance plus 15% from Rosaria itself? Really? Where is the additional 15%? Is it over here? Increases crit rate of all nearby party members except 15% of Rosaria's crit rate for 10 seconds. Okay, so you get an additional 60%, then never mind. Never mind. Then you are almost at 100. So then I wouldn't change a thing, except for maybe increase her damage. Like, get a little bit down here, get a little bit higher here. But it's up to you. Like, getting these two values about the same, like the percentage-wise, 150% here, 150% here is the best you can do. Like, getting these things equal gives you the highest result overall. But I think your Eula should be quite fine. Like, most of your characters are really well built. Also, this one that you get 200% is amazing. I'm not quite sure why you built your Zhongli so offensive. Like, usually I see most people running 4-piece Millilith, because that's like scaling very well on him. But I mean, like, especially if you combine these two, shouldn't it be great? If the character has... Okay, no, it's only on him, never mind, then doesn't transfer to other people. Yeah. But when it comes to your characters, I can't really give you any meaningful advice, simply because you've built them really well. Almost 2k over here. Yeah. Maybe your Chi-Chi has a bit low attack. Oh, yes, she's only level 70. Maybe you want to give her up to 80. So we get a little bit more of the base attack and base health, so she doesn't die as fast. But other than that, really well built. Also that you have 850 elemental mastery is quite insane. But are you okay with the advice I can give you here, or do you have any further question that I maybe can elaborate on and maybe give you my opinion on? You also still have that one, which you, by the way, can exchange at the Northland Bank. Get 8.6k Mora, which will save your day, potentially. Just waiting for an answer until we go out of your account and you can continue playing on your own. I mean, I can see that you invest like a lot of time in the game. Like almost everything's 100%, or is literally everything 100? Economia is 100. Chasm is 1. You have literally done everything. Wow. Your teapot is... No, that's max size, right? I think that's maximum size. You also have not put any teleporter down. Why not? If you just put a teleport down on your Serena teapot, you can actually teleport right into it without having to go through this. It's way easier the other way around. Just some advice in general. Oh, but I like it. The atmosphere is really nice. Like, over here. Is that a pre-build? If that's the case, I'm... Can you try any domain to test the damage itself? Can? Almost died from drinking water. Holy Jesus. Like, let us try... Let's actually try this one. Like, what did I say? Something like so. And Sucrose over here. And Bennett. But I actually think this was kind of smart. Like, it could be that you are sort of struggling with this area here. Healing effect is increased by 20%.
More speed.
Okay.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your...
Enhanced Animo Module 75. Animo Test 6308.
I want to see your insane swirls.
Freeze to the core. Shudder.
What I see, which is sort of unfortunate,
Rack and ruin.
you do not have... Oh, it's 160k, that's quite good. You don't have Sucrose on one constellation that allows you to have multiple charges. Which is sort of unfortunate.
How's this? Let me weave you a verse.
Look at you.
But it's not too bad.
Animo Test 6308.
Beg for
Quite
mercy.
surprised that the damage isn't as high as I would expect it. Your physical damage is more than enough on your Eula. I really like it.
Crush.
Shaken and stirred.
Rain outlines your fate.
With that one,
Beg for mercy.
Swirl. Mark 2. Absorption Test.
and
Eye for an
remember to use your Eula
Vengeance will be mine.
combination correctly. That is, press 2 times or E shortly,
More
press
speed.
it long,
I condemn you.
and then start with your burst and starting with double E again.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword.
Stand clear. Absorption Test. Can't handle your drink. Huh. Shaken
Could
and
get
stirred.
hard with like
Crush.
getting them killed, these guys, over here fast enough. But you might be able to do it, like, if you have the correct amount of ping, which is
Eye
lower
for an eye.
than 300. Did I just kill him? I just killed him. No, I didn't. Whew,
Freeze
lucky.
to the core. Beg for mercy. The odds are against us. Rack and ruin.
Okay, oh, don't
Animal
die.
test 6308.
She was about to
Absorption test.
die. Yeah, usually you get this done probably just fine without having him healed up. I think you could make it like so, because with the second part you shouldn't have any issues. If you are still thinking you don't have enough damage, you can obviously exchange it like I mentioned. Who was it? Like... Oh, I remember. I remember. Please. Please upgrade your sucrose. It is nice that you have all this elemental the mastery, but the elemental mastery scales with your base attack. And the easiest way to increase it, especially with catalyst users, is increasing your level. Please consider upgrading her to up to level 90 if you want to get her full potential, which she is a really strong character. But if you don't have like her set up properly, you can miss out on quite a bit of damage. Let's actually try it once more. I want to try it. Maybe I can actually do it with even my ping. Don't really need the elemental mastery, but what gives?
Rain cutter.
Enhanced animal module
Like
75.
something
Animal
I'm
test 6308.
kind of
Absorption
struggling
test.
with is the fact that
Flood of frost.
how should I say this?
Shudder.
Come on, come over here. Charge over here. Oh, no.
More speed.
Okay. Not great.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your
The
fate.
thing is with you not having Diona,
Beg
you
for
don't have a
mercy.
shield, which might come as unbeneficial.
Shudder.
And I don't think Benny has the same amount of
Eye for an
healing
eye.
as you have with
No, my
Diona
sword.
as well.
Everybody stand back. Let me weave you a verse. Vengeance will be mine. Beg for mercy.
Let's hope just Benny's ult just lasts long enough. Nah, it doesn't.
More speed.
I really like your damage though.
Swirl, Mark 2.
Especially for the amount you invested in terms of money. Like, amazing.
Off we go. Let's light it up. Shudder.
Oh. Your recharge on Benny appears fairly low though.
Absorption test.
Is that possible?
Stand clear.
But the healing is quite good though. You have to admit it.
Shudder.
Oh god, I'm getting
Adventure
ripped
time.
into pieces.
Animal test
But I
6308.
guess you saw how Baidu
I should.
potentially, I'm not really using her, so I can't really give you any deeper information on that. Just not playing her, so I don't feel comfortable giving any advice on characters that I'm not
Everybody
playing at all.
stand back. Let us cross swords. Beg for mercy. Freeze to the core. Shudder.
And always remember if to kill them at the same time,
Rack and ruin.
like so. That's what you want to do on this dungeon. But how you do it is up to you. Just try to
Beg for
get
mercy.
far deep enough so I can actually show you how you should be fighting the
Let
other
me weave
guys.
you a verse. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Like also the combination here. Eh.
Shudder.
Could be better. Let's just say it like so. Like, I'm not really used to play Benny.
Crush. Yeah.
Can you try the main test? Yeah, okay, that's what we did.
Shudder.
Nothing new in between.
Beg for mercy.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my soul.
Eye for an eye. Vengeance will be mine.
Oh, I actually killed it already. Usually also, your Sucrose also doesn't die. You also don't do a random charge attack in
Rack and
between.
ruin.
He's dead? How did he die?
Rain outlines your fate.
Crush. Yeah.
Let's actually get to the second half. There I can show you how you should be able to shred through these guys.
Solidify!
Shiver.
Go.
I will have order.
Oh, come on, switch and do this. Remember that you can also, funnily enough,
Worthless.
punch into their eyes with Chow.
Here.
Sacred name. Fortune preserver.
Yeah.
This is order.
Wheel of life.
Oh, don't do it, don't do it, don't you dare doing it. Stop rolling around.
Solidify!
Oh, Jesus, not another one. But you get it, how it should be working.
Nothing to fear. Stabilize.
Life goes on.
Alright, and continue with the next one. This one should be easy. Unlucky Sucrose died. But should be fine.
Everybody stand back.
Let me weave you a verse.
Shudder.
Also probably doing the wrong way of the combination. I think you would usually do Shincho first and then use Bennett ult.
Crush.
Or use it in a way differently than I do. I'm simply not used to playing him. As I said like a million of times before.
More speed. Eye for an eye. What a sorry
Yeah,
sight.
that shouldn't happen to you. And if you get around with this
Let my
one,
guard down.
you can make it easily, I think. What is this guy attacking over there? Well, is that good
I
enough
have taught you
as an
everything I know.
introduction or like advice on how to get the Abyss done? Or at least further? I don't use Bennett with Eula usually. Yeah, it's just that I feel like you do have a bit, not quite enough damage on this team, like in the first team. Maybe you can change something around that, like we had this one. But I would say this team like so would give you enough. Like you could, I don't know what you could exchange. Maybe you could do something like this. And get some Vaporize in there, or some Melt. That could work as well. You could, like you said, you could potentially use Bido in there. I'm not using her as well, so I can't say much about it. You could potentially also use Fischl to get more Electrocute stuff. You do have some options. Like, maybe get a little bit more damage in here, because you have a lot of single target damage. But when it comes as to AoE, you are definitely limited. So, in that case, as you appear to have gotten the gist of it, as you said yourself, I would at that point change back to my account and start with the current event, which I was just about started today, but it definitely didn't start today. So let me do that. And also log out of your account. You can go back to playing if you would like to do so. Now I just have to get my own password back. Alright, and let's switch the server back to you, and got it this time done in the first try. Hey! Thank you so much. You're welcome. I hope you can make use of my random rambling and progress further in the abyss. Actually, I could do so myself real quick. Like, there are still a couple of stars I could get. I'm only on 33. Abandon. What should I use here? Get Eula in here, maybe? That does not look too bad. Does it? No, I shouldn't use the Kazuha here. I should use Venti here. But this should be around this way. And a Zom healer. Good old Mommy Jean. And for damage over here, we use Ayaka. Can't use him twice, unfortunately. Maybe something like this. I need a healer. Can't use her because I need Zhongli. Zhongli, here you are. And what was the other healer I'm using? Kokomi. Yes, that's what I wanted. Exactly.
Think you can get away? Brace yourselves.
Oh,
Rain cutter. No, my sword. Huh?
Shudder! Crush!
Yahoo!
okay, that's one way
Time
to
for
get down
takeoff.
fast.
Let me weave you a verse.
One thing is not up yet. Really.
Rain outlines your fate.
Shudder!
Think you can get away?
Get that one done in here.
Go as one!
Can I get burst up?
Body and
Please.
witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword. Huh?
Let's play! That was uncalled
Oh, Jesus.
for. Time for takeoff.
Barbados, guide us.
I'm not really using the
Beg for
proper
mercy.
combo you
Freeze
should be
to the
using,
core.
which is
Shudder.
definitely not helping.
I condemn you.
Oh, I love it.
No, my
The
sword.
burst, if
Rain
you have
outlines your
her
fate.
like
Think you
built
can get away?
or stacked
Here
incredibly
we go.
stupidly high, is just so incredibly high. I love it.
Crush. Shudder.
Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Beg for mercy.
Let's just hope we can get them done together. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh, good, 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 good.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Huh?
Can I actually get this one on 3 stars? I don't think I can. I don't have enough burst on the second one.
Wind, hear me.
Here we go. Crush.
Come on, get down here.
Shudder.
Can I do it? Ooh, I can maybe do it. Maybe.
Allow me.
I will have order.
My apology.
As one with wind and cloud, the wind knows me.
Embrace the ice.
Ah, not quite. Not
Take flight.
getting it.
One with nature.
Hold the line.
Fallen leaves adorn my night.
Or do I?
This is order.
Nah,
Solidify.
not getting it.
Kami-sato.
Not quite. Like 5 seconds, I could maybe get it done. If I get every timing correct, especially in the first half. But not quite, unfortunately. Get a bit more crit rate, that's what I need. Restart, nah, I'm good. I think I had it at some point, so it doesn't
Let me
really
weave you a
matter.
verse. No, my sword. Rain out.
Crush.
I'm just trying to get
Beg
like
for
the
mercy.
further floors, the floors further down the line, a bit higher. Come on,
Eye for an
do it.
eye. Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Rain cutter.
Crush. I swear by
Maybe
my
get some
sword.
damage in here as well.
Think you can get away? Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Like, my Venti definitely does not deal enough damage.
Beg for mercy.
Unfortunate.
Vengeance will be mine.
It
Crush.
could be risky, doing it like so.
Rack and ruin. Let's play.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword.
Time for takeoff. Here we go. Shudder.
Oh, can I do it? Can I do it? Okay, within... Oh... This will get close. This will get really close. Can I do it in 1.5 minutes? Like, switch over to Zhongli instantly?
Solidify.
No, 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 not like that.
Into the wind.
Allow me.
Oh, come on, I don't have him up. No!
The wind knows me.
Order guide you.
I need this one. You're not up yet, come on.
Hold the line.
As one with
No,
wind
he
and
jumped away.
cloud.
No, why you do this?
Billowing surge.
Did I manage it?
Take flight.
I didn't quite manage it. Damn it. Get in the burst.
Swirl.
One with nature.
Gather.
Whirling snow.
Maybe get him down quickly.
The wind knows me.
Get him closer? I can't really
Fallen
get him
leaves
closer, can I?
adorn my night.
Ah, no.
My
No
apologies.
way getting them faster than the amount of stars I'm already having.
Stabilize.
Not like this.
Rest and rebuild.
Whirling snow.
Yeah, it doesn't... It's not missing much. But definitely a little bit. If I get maybe some bit more damage on Ayaka, I could potentially do it. Is Venti even Elemental Mastery build? I have no clue what he's built on. I really have no clue. It's probably built really bad.
Let's play.
Rain cutter.
At least
No,
this
my
time,
sword.
I
Rain
actually have
outlines
a
Crush.
proper team to get these guys done. Like last time, I remember I didn't even
Beg for
have a
mercy.
proper team for that one.
Barbados, guide us.
Think you can get away? Yeah.
I mean, he only has 13k, which
Time to
or
act.
13k HP,
Let
which
me
should
weave you a
stand
verse.
for something. Not good.
Flood of frost. Shudder. Eye for an eye.
Let's play. Time for takeoff.
Oh wow, I actually dodged that damage. Impressive.
Go as one.
No, my. Yeah. Witness the power.
Crush. Shudder.
Is the no, the other one isn't even in the shield yet. Oh god.
Rack and ruin.
Go as one.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa,
I
whoa, whoa.
swear by my sword.
Think you can get away?
Come on, come on.
Let's play.
No! My Shincho died, that's why I couldn't switch to him. Okay, I have to restart that one. That was why I was not able to switch over. He was dead.
Brace yourselves.
Oh. That was a classic fart.
More speed.
Go as one.
Huh? He has cooldown
Here we
as
go.
E. That was not what I expected.
Time for takeoff.
Rain cutter. Huh? Huh. No, my sword.
Shudder. Barbados, guide us.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Come on.
Body and.
Get it done.
Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Beg for mercy.
Maybe I can burst them both down at the same time now.
Eye for an eye.
Not like so,
Vengeance will be mine.
but like
Crush.
so.
Well met.
Okay, I got them both. That's good. Now I just need
Here we go.
Jean's burst back up.
Time for takeoff.
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
I swear by my sword.
Okay, got them done real quick. Real nice. Need some additional healing though.
Beg for mercy.
Ooh. Don't die this time, please.
Think you can get away? Go as one.
Let me weave you a verse.
Crush.
Can I do the other one though? This is the question. I don't think I
Beg for
can.
mercy.
I should, but at least able to get it to 34 stars.
Brace yourselves.
Rain outlines your fate.
Flood of
And that
frost.
should be it. Yeah. Alright. Something that needs to happen really fast. Gotta get switched to Kazuha. Get him close together. Kokomi on the ground. Ayaka burst.
One with nature.
Allow me. Embrace the ice.
Do I get both?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Crumble!
Oh shit.
Clouds high. The birds.
Take flight.
I will have order. Quake!
Oh, come on! Can I please get this
Into the
done
wind.
right?
Chop!
My apologies.
Now,
One with
please get it
nature.
this time right.
go!
Come on, is this enough for burst? Yes, this should be enough. Yeah. Okay, wasn't
Into the
enough
wind.
anyhow. Okay. Right.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Okay, but I get 2 stars. Alright. That's something.
Take flight!
Don't die now.
Solidify.
Hold the line.
Yeah! Ha! Ha! Yeah! My apologies! Yeah! Ha! Yeah!
Order guide.
By the way, this is always a good idea.
Rise.
Take flight!
Now like so. Okay, I get the 34 stars this time. Alright. Do you just get... Okay. No, I got there a long time ago. What are your top 3 favorite characters to play? Wait. Oh, damn it. No, it is over. Ugh. Okay. Top 3 characters? Eula, definitely up there. Definitely Eula, one of my favorite characters. Yoimiya, probably my second. Eula and Yoimiya are definitely one of my favorite characters. Like both tying the #1 place. But after that, not easy to answer. Like when it comes to just playing? Honestly, I like Miko's playstyle a lot. Like being able to jump around, pressing your E a couple of times, dealing damage, doing damage with your basic attacks, using your E to increase your burst damage and being able to custom again. This is something I really like. However, I feel like Catalyst users are probably the weakest characters in the game, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I really would like to have them a bit stronger. But with 34 stars, I'm not getting anything else. Huh. Alright. Never mind then. Let's do our daily commissions. Which I haven't done today. And after that we are probably going to... wait, no, actually I shouldn't be using my resin. My girlfriend wants to play with me later, so... That's what I will be doing with my resin, not spending it. Not now. One thing I dislike about Ayaka, which at the same time I like about her, is the fact that you go underwater, or underground. But, as I am a huge fan of body hopping, which you can't do on Ayaka. Well, this is a meh situation. Like, it's great, but you can't do something like this. Even when your stamina is out, you can still continue with your regular characters. Just traverse the area faster.
Allow me.
Embrace the ice!
Why is you on different position than usual? That's good English. Kazuha should be on #2, in fact. That's how I usually like to play him. Nope. Almost pressed closed my browser, which would not have been ideal. You wanna see like one of the fastest clears of this daily mission with the eye? Do you wanna see that? Like you can make it go up just bye-bye within 5 basic attacks. You wanna see that? I guess you want to see it. Oh, no, wait, never mind. It's not the one I had in mind. Oh, damn it. I thought it was the eye. Unfortunate. It was not the one I had in mind.
What is the
Like,
situation?
if you think overcharge is a bad combination, you have definitely had the wrong characters to choose from. Like, these two. Like, you can't even remove them because they are not necessary. But you still have to switch to them for the third time. However, look at this. You're gonna press E here. Wait for this guy to swing his ass. And then you're just going to melt him. Like with the eye would be perfect, because now the eye would be dead. Like 2 or 8 attacks and he was gone. Like this combination of Yoimiya and Raiden is so insanely broken. It's amazing. I love it. You can just more or less delete everything except they are immune to one of the two. And even my Yoimiya is not even that build, not that great build. Same for Shogun.
Absurd.
They are both decently built, but this combination just shreds. And everybody who says Yoimiya is not great or Overcharge is bad, you have not been using it well, mate. You definitely have not been using it well. Ah yes, this mission here. Fun times.
Shined up.
Time for a light show.
Like the one issue I have with Yoimiya is that she doesn't trigger Pyro as often as other characters. And like many people also take issue with that her burst is awful, but you also have not understood how you should be playing it. You play around like characters such as Miko or Raiden, and you use these two bursts together. In the meantime, your E is on cooldown, and once the burst of these two is over, you make Raiden's E again, like so, and then switch over to Yoimiya. Your E is ready, and you're able to charge both of the bursts up in the meantime. Like this is so simple, such a simple combo, just these two characters, but it works so super well. If you have these two characters,
This
play
is
them.
great.
If you only have
I feel
Yoimiya,
so relaxed
maybe
all
switch
over.
out,
I
switch
can almost
Raiden out with
run
Miko if you
away.
have her. Otherwise, Fischl is really good as well for this purpose. Yeah, it's just these two characters that work, or these three that work very well together. Ah. Actually, I'm gonna also take Kazo real quick in this team. Because for this daily mission you just have to press
Sounds
E,
good to me.
and you're done. Goes as following. I run there, I press E, and we're going back. Teleporting. And we are done in 3, 2, 1.
Nature.
Wait, I only hit 1? What's going on? Jesus. Why didn't it deal the second damage on all 4? Rude. Letting me look stupid. Give me money. I want monies.
I really envy those with the god's eye.
And he really envies those with the god's eye? Interesting way to phrase it. I mean, a vision is really cool, isn't it? But on the other hand, if you look at some characters like Kaching, that just want to destroy their vision, you can also hear very different like motivations to it.
Ad Astra.
Ad Astra Abyssals.
Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
And also, let's send out these guys again. Like, was I the only one who saw it at the beginning? That if you send a character onto Expedition, that you couldn't use them anymore? Also, this timing. Damn. Like, in the beginning I thought, oh shit, if I send, like, my Amber now, I wouldn't be able to use her, because back then I liked Amber because she had a bow. That's all there is to it. That's why I liked her. Because then back then I had like 8 characters or so. And we also are gonna do some cooking right now, because I haven't done those for this week. Oh, new recipe. We're gonna make you... Okay. How much will we be getting? 111. 111, not 117. This is a different game. How much is missing? Can we do something like this real quick? I guess we can spend some more, huh? Not quite enough, fortunately. No. Radio? Hey, we got it. Woo! Battle Pass done! And now we can collect almost everything in one go. What do I need? Do I need elegance? I need elegance for Ayato and Ayaka. Prosperity is something I can always use. Elegance. Prosperity, elegance. I think I have all of these, so let's just go with that one. Hmm. 2.4 million Mora back into my bank. Only 4 intertwined fates? Oh. That's like crazy when you look at it like that. 141? Jesus. But let's do some pulls. I do need a good weapon. I really want the Mist Splitter Reforged. We do have a couple of pulls already. We are on 36 plus 3. We are on 39. That's not too much. Will I get it? I should do it. Yeah, I can do it. I can make a 10 pull. You're gonna get a Mist Flare in 3, 2, 1. It was anticlimactic, but here we go. Okay, can you see? Can you see the Mist Splitter right here? Oh, it's a glamorous Favonius sword. Do you know Tulpa? I do not know him. Hi Witcher, by the way. I think you are for the first time over here. Welcome to the stream. I got Barbara. When have I last gotten a Barbara? This is the third 4-star? That's not too bad for a temple, is it? I mean, obviously it's not a 5-star, but... Oh, I already have her on C6. Free to play. Yeah, like, I tend to not spend that much money Like what I do is I get the battle pass and the Welkin Moon. Unless there is a new character coming out, then I will usually spend like 50 quids just to get them for one to make some YouTube stuffs, and the other thing is so I can just put them into my collection. That's like what I'm using them for. We got 5.8k. We get another 5 rolls on this banner. We are on 49 currently. You know what? Just for the fun of it. One more. So we are up to 50. Okay, we get another 4-star. Alright. Stringless. Alright. Another one. I can probably upgrade Official Spoden. Yeah, fair enough. Get it up to level 5. Or refinement 5. That should be 48% for elemental skill and burst. Alright. Okay. Making me look like a whale. The weapon is just barely upgraded, but you know, refinement 5 on a 4-star weapon, which is liked like all over the place. Doesn't make me look good. Alright, let's actually build her a bit. Electro damage bonus. It's awful. Awful. That's not bad, but it's a 4-star. And that's it. I will be using that one for a second. Just wanna see how strong it is. Do I have an elemental reaction? Elemental mastery? Not really. Who do I want to use her with? I want to use her with her. So I'm gonna take that one then. Maybe get some crit rate. Yep. Looks good. Ah, but it's the wrong set, isn't it? Okay. Can use that one. Get that one up to 20. Unfortunately, can't get the battle pass because I started on PS4 and I can't switch to PC. Oh boy, I know how you feel. Like, I so regret it that I originally downloaded the game on my phone, and now whenever I want to purchase anything, I have to go through my phone. Like, even when I'm on stream, I want to buy some more pulls. Nope. Gotta get your phone out. Ooh. Ooh. Lisa, quite a piece you have there. Jesus. Wait, that one is... Oh, it's only charge attack. So I don't really gain that much from it. Let's give you that one. And Yuna probably has another great piece. Yeah. Well, it's not great, but... That one's just... That's a lot of HP. I don't need HP. Nah, gonna give you that one. Or you? You? Oh, oh. Oh. Alright. How does it look like? 1.4k, that's not great. 61 to 90, alright. 120. That's not really great, is it? Oh. Okay. Right, let's build you up. Is this 30 or no? It's just 2.5 million. 3.5 million. Oopsie. Alright, but we are going to end the stream rather soon because I am on cooking duty once more. And my girlfriend has been home for a while now and she probably wants to eat something. Like once I tested this build, I think I'm done for today. Like it has almost been 2 hours. It's quite the amount, I would say. Got 2k of these big stones, Jesus. Could have just upgraded this weapon. You wouldn't have needed to upgrade the other stuff. Shields, I need shields.
I guess I'll
Shields. Now, I need 3. That's not 3, but I'll take it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Damn it. Always the disappointment. Where are you, Fishy? Oh, you're...
I created another universe
no.
and founded paradise. For I, fish.
I also gotta upgrade that one then. Soon. And how much base attack do we get? 510. Okay, how's the damage looking now? 1.7. 150 damage more, so something. Let us get you in here.
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
God, why did he have to say it like so? Sounds really awkward. Lava Churl, you gotta have to be our test subject once more. Else we have to find another test subject.
Oz, reveal thyself.
8k?
Fuse is
Ooh,
lit.
sweet. Unfortunate. Guys, I got some nectar. Sweet. Hey, got some firework?
By royal decree.
Oh, come on.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Okay. Elemental reactions going strong, man.
Time for a light show.
How high were these overcharge reactions? 5 or 6k? Slower than I expected it. The other one was over here. Oh shit, I didn't mean to take a screenshot. I meant to use that one. Like these guys, I love to test my damage on these lava charles. I think it's the easiest way to get a decent picture out of everything. Also, they don't die super fast.
Go the ship down.
Like so.
Oz, reveal thyself.
8k.
The
8k.
insubordination.
That's not bad.
Fire hazard.
Yeah, that's something I can work with. Alright, but with this little test, we shall finish off today. Like with this little damage test. I think it wasn't too bad, also not quite as high as I would have hoped, but Alas, I mean, Official isn't built to the maximum. Can probably get her up to 2k damage with this build. And I think her talents aren't looking great either. So, yeah. 6. It could be better. Yeah, could definitely be a bit higher. But anyhow, that has been it from me from today, for today, not from today. I hope you have enjoyed it, and you will tune in next time. I don't know if I will be live tomorrow or the day after, but I will be live at one of these 2 days, and a new video might arrive tomorrow or the day after. So, see you next time. Bye bye.